Hello, people of the internet. How are you tonight? I hope you're having a good night, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. It is Monday, 18th of August of 2025. And you know what that means. Random Free Game Mondays! That's right. Random Free Game Mondays. It's that time of the week again where we're trying to find free games available on Steam or, available on PC in general that are free. Free. Look at me. I didn't even send my hello message. That's rude. I'll just do it now. Hey Digadino, hey Fairy, how are you? Thank you for joining. Don't mind my messages there. But yeah, welcome on in everyone. I hope your Monday went okay. Mine was a little less chaotic than usual, so it was okay. Could it have been better? Absolutely. But, Mondays is the day where people decide to wake up and get stuff done, even if it means asking stupid questions. Bop Bop. Oh, I love Bop Bop. It's such a great little jelly bean. Well, he's not a jelly bean, but you know what I mean. Tired. Yeah, I feel that. Weekends are not long enough, so you still kind of, whatever residual exhaustion you have that you're trying to compensate for over the weekend kind of just keeps carrying over into Mondays. And then it's like, okay, it's just more tired on top of tired. I know that feeling. Especially if it means asking stupid questions. Yes. Stupid questions. Or worse, people that ask questions but then are not receptive of the answer because it's not the answer they want. Those are also terrible fucking people, and I'm just like, then why do you bother asking? But yeah, it'd be one of those days. Hopefully tomorrow's better, right? Tomorrow has to be better. But yeah, where are we? We're gonna find cats. That's right, cats. All the cats. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, I don't know how to make it bigger. I have no idea. But we're going to find cats. With my little eye. We're going to find cats. I thought I already installed it. What the hell? Okay, well, going to give that a moment. You know I love cats. Yeah, I know you do. I indeed know that you do, Fairy. So I feel like this game might be right up your alley. And it's free. Free. The best kind of games. The ones that are free. Whoa, where'd it go? That was weird. Here we go. I was like, where'd it go? Oh, it decides to go away. I see. That's not helpful. Okay, give me 1 second because I might have to move some things around here. Let's see. Holy cow. Okay, it's not reading this correctly. Why? That's weird. Okay. I have no idea why it's doing that. There. Alright. Technical difficulties. Ain't that fun. But alright. How is audio for everyone? No audio. You should have audio. There it is. Okay. I was like, what do you mean no audio? There should be audio. I made sure to put it there. Alrighty. But yeah, apparently this is I Spy with cats. So we're gonna go searching for cats. Is this a dumb game? Maybe. Do I care? No, it's free. It's free and there's animals involved. What do I care? Look at the chaotic mess that was, what was it now, 2 weeks ago? With that little dog and just making a disaster of the home it lived in. And my owner apparently didn't even care. She was dead asleep. She was a freaking narcoleptic, falling asleep everywhere. What blows my mind is that she moved from room to room and like didn't react, didn't respond. I don't know if she was sleepwalking the whole time. So yeah, animals, free games. It's my jam. I love me some free animal games because they're silly. They're sometimes chaotic, but they're also adorable. Free and like cats. See, Fairy is very much a cat person. I'm a dog person. So like if there was a dog one of this, I'd probably be like a tad bit more excited. But I'm still excited because I'm just like, it's animals. It doesn't matter. But yeah, we're going to see how many... We're going to see if we max out like whatever puzzles or maps there are. Pages. I call it pages because it kind of reminds me of like Where's Waldo, but with cats. So we're going to see how that goes. I love me my dogs, but cats. See, Fairy is a cat person. I'm a doggo person. I will forever be a doggo person. But let's get going. I think we've been just chilling, doing nothing for long enough. Oh, and thank you, Shimel. I'm sure a reminder to drink some water. I will do so now. Everybody drink your water. Remember, water is important. Water is life. If there's any takeaways from this stream, drink your damn water. That is the takeaway from my stream. Drink your damn water. And I apologize in advance if you guys hear me popping or chewing my gum. I'm feeling bloated, so I'm chewing a little bit of gum to kind of hopefully just burp out all the air that I feel in my gut right now. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, new game. New game. Ooh, straight into it. Okay. Well, there's this cat. Does this count as a cat? Look at the cactus. It's got a cat face. There's a cat. Here's a cat. Oh, oh, sneaky, sneaky. There's a cat. Cat. Ah, peekaboo cat. I love it. Cat. Oh, reflection cat. Cat on a can. Cat as a letter. Cat in a box. Cat behind a box. Cat sneaking behind a planter. Cat in a plant. Cat behind the arcade. Cat on the arcade. Or in the arcade. Cat as Pac-Man. Above the machine. Arcade. Well, which one? There's more than one. There's that one. Oh, there's that one behind the gem. Look, tiny cat. Is that a catfish? Oh my god, it's a catfish. And then little alien cat. Cat that's about to get stabbed by a cactus, apparently. Another cat in the plant. A cat in the map. Cat ears. More cat. More cat. Oh, teeny tiny cat up here. Also teeny tiny cat up here. Oh, cat ears. Cat. That one's more obvious. Lava cat. Cat ears. This is a tail. Does this count? The far left and far right. I think I got them. Right? I don't know if this one counts. It's the cat tail. Teeny tiny cat here. Yes? I don't know. Ooh, tiny cat in the door. It's gonna get smooshed. Poor cat. Save it for last? Well, damn. Ooh, cat on book. Cat on book. Man, I'm only 37 out of 50? Holy cow. Hold up, I feel like I'm missing... No. No. Oh! I can zoom in and out, but I just can't tell. No, that is the full thing. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Just making sure that nothing was cutting off. Because it kind of felt like stuff was cutting off. In the window. In the window. Cat in the city. Oh! See, things were cutting off. I wasn't insane. Oh, this doesn't count because it's just a cat clock. Damn. Okay. Cat cloud. Cat portrait. Cat dartboard. Oh, cat on fan. Okay, so there's nothing sideways. Oh, the clock cat should count. I mean, I agree, but apparently not. Apparently a developer said no. Cat hanging out. Oh, cat cube. Cat stuffy, maybe. I'm missing 5? Dude, where? Oh, wait, wait, wait. Is this? Aha. Laserdisc cat. Cat bookmark. Cat bookmark. Look at that. Oh, tiny cat right here. Just teeny tiny hiding behind the bear. I want the cactus to count because it's got a cat face. Where else is there a cat? Okay, no cat on his buckle. I'm missing two. But where? No, it doesn't let me click on the cat clock for the tail. Oh, right here, another one in the planter. Okay, so now I'm down to one cat. Where's the final cat? Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Yeah, the tail belonged to the cat clock, and apparently it doesn't count. Oh, haha. Haha. Found them. Mischievous cats in the plants. Which, you know, I think is on point, right? With cat shenanigans. Wait, is that it? Really? This is the only map I have available? That can't be it. 1 second, please. This is literally the only map that's available. What in the... Okay, whoa. Whoa. Well, I can't play again. I know where the cats are now. Oh, man, I thought there was going to be more maps to this. That was very, very short-lived. There should be a 3 minimum. I agree. I guess that's why it's free. Well, it's free because it's an early access. So it's still in development, but that doesn't change the fact that if you're going to put something for early access or like a demo, there should be like, I don't know, at least 30 minutes worth of stuff. Oh, excuse me. Maybe not an hour, but at least 30 minutes worth of stuff. Now do it with your eyes closed. All right, chat. I'm going to close my eyes and you're going to tell me in which direction to go and when to click. That's what you're all going to do. Short and easy. Yeah, you aren't kidding. Yeah. Click. I didn't click on anything. Oh, man. This would be good, though. Like, a genuine Where's Waldo with cats. I like that. Also, this is Mario. I just realized that. If your eyes are closed, how do you read chat? I think that's part of the joke. I think that's part of the joke. But yeah. These little plant ones, I think, are like the really sneaky ones. These guys behind the planters. This one was also really sneaky over here. That guy. That guy was really sneaky. Look at that. Sneaky sneak. Sneaky sneak. Sneaky sneak. Good stream. See you next time. Bye. Happy Free Game Mondays. Welp. I guess I'm going to go into the other game I was looking at then. I wasn't sure if to do the other game because it's more moody, but I guess I should. Alright, let's go through and exit the game. League of Legends? You wish. Ain't nobody got time for League of Legends. Are you crazy? Are you insane, Jack? Okay, it's installing. What? That's a free game. Sure. For people that don't like themselves. What in the heck just happened to my Discord? Discord being dumb. There we go. I don't hate myself and I don't hate the world that much. Oh, I think I need... I do. I need my controller. I require my controller for this other one. Whenever it finishes installing. It says it's downloaded, but it is not running. Oh, there it is. But it is not on the correct monitor. Oh boy. Okay. So that's not confusing at all. Alrighty, one moment here. I am going to try to get on my other monitor. Don't know if it'll work. And then I need that. So you guys can get some audio. Is League of Legends free the same way Sims is free? Technically, there's a lot of skins that you can pay for, but it doesn't have pay to play DLC, if that makes sense, the way Sims does. Okay, why are you... Okay, I don't know what's going on in this thing. But those skins. There's not going to be game audio because I'm not clicked into it. So, there's that. I'm trying to find the settings is what I'm trying to find. But I don't think it's got settings for me, which is not helpful. Problem is that I can't do anything. Okay, here we go. Options. For the love. Okay, okay. It's okay, it's okay. Okay, it's not okay because I can't change this. Or maybe I can. There we go. Okay. Bring audio down to 75. I mean, I don't know where the heck 75 is. There? I also don't know why I can't make it bigger for you guys to see. Oh, that looks a little bit bigger. There we go. I need to go down to 50. Now I can't hear it. I can't hear it. There we go. Well, it sounds louder than it still sounds louder than me? Oops. I'm gonna move the mouse over here. Okay, we're gonna do this. I don't know if all this needs to be high. I'm gonna go to medium. Oops. Dang it. Oh, it did apply. Okay. I'm going to medium just because my PC sounds like it's about to take off. Alright. Whoa, okay. I don't know that I can play this game. I have to use both sticks. This is gonna be interesting. Something doesn't feel right here. What does 5 mean? Okay, maybe I do need... I have no idea what I'm looking at. Nope, still have no idea what I'm looking at. what is this game? So supposedly it's supposed to be a game about grief, memories, and letting go violently. Whatever that means. Take that as you will. But I don't know. Everything looks off to me. What is off supposed to feel like? This PC is to handle max settings of this game. Looks very low poly. I'm afraid though. Are we really gonna change everything to max? Like, I don't think this is helping. I feel like this is worse. Yeah, I think this is worse. Okay, maybe shadow quality doesn't need to be high. What if we consider that? Maybe shadow quality doesn't need to be high. I am also going to change the view distance. God, what is this game? Whoa. Oh, that was the door. Okay. I think that was a refrigerator. This definitely doesn't belong here. Okay. Well, it's been destroyed. Oh, this bookshelf doesn't belong here. That wasn't here yesterday. Okay. There's 3 more things I'm supposed to destroy? Where? Table. This all looks normal. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of hurting my eyeballs. Oh, I can't break that door. Okay. Can I break this door? Not yet. I'm not ready. Oh. Bish, says who? Okay. I can go through there. A bathtub in a bedroom. I don't even remember buying this. Okay, bathroom looks normal. For now, from what I can tell, because this is a very difficult game to distinguish. This is another bathroom. That looks normal, right? Ooh, excuse me, that should be normal. Why is there a random bed here? It's just clutter, nothing more. Are you supposed to compare the 2 bathrooms? I wouldn't think so. Can I break just the ornament? Okay, I can knock it over. I can't break it. Because, like, what am I supposed to compare? This has a bathtub and like a little storage thing with a toilet and a faucet. And then this other one has the toilet, the bathtub, storage, wall-mounted storage, window, mirror. Yeah, but I don't think like that means anything in particular. We can break it if you want. There. It didn't do anything, but we can break it. No skin off my back. Well, now there's similar layouts in that they don't have top storages. What in the world is... That looks like everything. I should return to where I started. Okay. Oh, this doesn't have a bathroom. Okay. Return to where it all began. Which was where now? Oh, okay. There's nowhere for me to go there. All right. That didn't work. These things are still here. Maybe if I'm faster? If I'm faster... I should keep going. Don't let it in. Don't let it spread. Let what spread? What am I so... Oh. Like roses left out for... What? What? Whoa. Well, broke the wrong one. One thing left? What's... I don't understand. I thought that was it. What other thing? I didn't see anything in the kitchen. This guy? No. In the living room? Well, there is a random chair here, I guess. There we go. Clean at last. Hopefully it stays that way this time. So I go back to start. Is this supposed to be like someone's literal nightmare? That's what it's starting to feel like. Thank you, Stream Elements, for a reminder to drink some water. Oh, Dig a Dino, can you change my titles? Since we're not playing with cats anymore. I don't understand. Won't you leave me be? Never. 10 items. Okay, well, this one's glaringly obvious. 10 items and I'm on the clock? What are the 10 items you're supposed to... Oh, okay, well, that doesn't belong there. That's obvious. This all looks like it belongs here. What am I supposed to be looking at? Okay, I'm still not ready for that apparently. A window? That doesn't belong here. Not in my hallway. Okay, the table doesn't belong here. Whoa, whoa. Okay, that was very confusing. This game is called Clean Break. 5 items. What 5 items? Okay, well, there's 2 toilets. Are there supposed to be 3 windows in here? Ah, not anymore. Haha. Ha ha ha. What in the... Oh god, I'm out of time. Damn it. Okay, so I'm not finding everything in a timely fashion. Goodness. Oh, that one was okay. Okay. No. You left reminders everywhere, but I don't need to remember. Yes, you do. Remember who you are. No? Oh, wrong movie. Sorry. Although this really isn't a movie, but sure. Toilet. Oh, window. Still one thing. It is that guy. I should leave? Oh my. Let us leave then. You've infected everything I love? Goodness. That's kind of tragic. It's getting louder. Whoa. What is... Whoa, going on? What's with all the letters and stuff? What's out of place? What's out of place? Sure. Surely something is out of place. My goodness, time is ticking. I am screwed. Are the doors supposed to be gone? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. The doors, the doors, the doors, the other doors. Oh. Oh. No! I can do this! Door! 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 Dang it. Wait, what is this? Hello? Where am I? Hello? Is anyone there? No. Sorry, I'm struggling with like the camera part. So this is also kind of wonky for movement for me. Oh, there's nothing in here. Okay. Yeah. Nothing? Okay. What in the? Okay. Does this lead somewhere? No. Corner. A wall. Okay. I am so confused. Oh, where has my sanity gone? Oh, where could it be? I long for calmer days to come. Oh, where is my sanity? And break. Or not. Break. Okay, these empty rooms are kind of freaking me out because I feel like there's going to be a jump scare. I don't want a jump scare. I'm not ready. I can't open that. Not yet. What do you mean not yet? Whoa. What is that? Whoa. Am I gonna fall? Wah! I fell. It looked like I was gonna fall. Oh dear. You built the silent world, now live in it. Oh jeez. Whoa! Goodness. Uh-oh. You wanted this deep down, to be alone. Oh jeez. Mood, Digger Dino, mood. Do you really believe I still think about you? Okay. I felt the weight fall away the moment I left. Holy crap. I told you it was ending long before saying the words. Sounds like a toxic relationship. You watched it rot and called it paradise. Goodness gracious, okay. There's no going back, you must know that, right? I suppose? No one else is coming to save you from this. Can I veer off? It's time to stop pretending you're okay. Whoa, the door is coming to me. That's creepy. I know that's creepy. Am I allowed to just go back? Back. This game is creepy. You're telling me. It's on my screen with my movements. Dang, I can't go back. No. Okay. Well, I have to go all the way through this again. Oh dear. You gotta go face the door. I don't want to face the door. It came right at me. I didn't know that it was gonna come at me. I thought I had to go to it. Do you know how eerie that is? Having a door come at you. Free game Mondays where I try out creepy games so you don't have to. Nah, I'm too much of a chicken shit for that. Is this one gonna come at me? No more forgetting, no more hiding. This one's coming at me too. Just wait until October. Fuck. Do you have a lineup of games for me to play, Dig a Dino? Is that what you're excited for October? My hands, it's been so long. They look like how you left them. What in the... It's time to stop the breaking. Time to try another approach, a cleaner one. So I can break this now. We were young, we were stupid. I was stupid and naive. And so many other things. You can't do anything. Not yet, but... Oh, okay. Look for tiny doors. Tiny doors. Tiny doors. Tiny floating doors. So and that means all the rooms should be open. Since I can't open the rooms. I think I love the way you made me feel more than I ever saw who you really were. Well, that's kind of tragic. These memories still feel warm. I don't want to let them go. Not all of them. Maybe letting go isn't forgetting. Maybe it's just learning to carry it differently. You made it look so easy. Carry it differently. You were right to walk away. I was just too loud to hear it. Too proud to accept it. Before I broke to get away from everything within me, everything behind that door, now maybe I'm ready to start opening up again. Oh dear. I'm not ready. Whoa. Yeah, I'm not ready for this. Am I supposed to hit stuff here? No. Do I just go up there? Is it a bad sign that my arm is tingling as I'm trying to play through this? Well, not my arm, like half my hand fell asleep. Okay, and I can't hit stuff? No. Okay, is this just everything that I broke? In multiples? Okay, I guess I'm gonna go up the ramp. If this is a ramp. Oops. Which arm is tingling? No, it's not my arm. Half my hand fell asleep and it's tingling. I just feel a sensation up to my my forearm. It's kind of weird. It's my left one. What in the... Where am I? Is this like a door? Trigger to interact. Oh god. That's even more creepy. No. I prefer hitting stuff. I don't like the way it reached down. Help! Help! I don't like this anymore. I don't like this anymore. This is too weird. Oh my god. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. Oh, that was the end. Okay. Well, thank you, Benjamin Pilbrow. I think. All right. Thanks to the following people for their feedback and support. I like how one of them is Zoe the cat. I love that Zoe the cat was part of the feedback and support team here. I'm all for it. Keeping with the cat theme today, apparently. Okay, well, I didn't like it when it took off the boxing gloves. That was too weird. Ugh. Heebie-jeebies. No thanks. Me no likey. Me no likey. That's my only option, just to play the game again. Yep, just to play the game again. The best support. I agree. I would agree. Oh, I just wasn't looking at it. So the options were here. What the hell? Okay, well, that was clean break. For anyone else that is having trouble letting go of things, maybe go to like a rec center where you can break stuff, or go to an event where it's like kind of junkyard stuff that you can break. Maybe that'll help. I'm not sure how to feel about this game. I want to go back to finding cats. This game was just a tad creepy. Just a tad. Just a little tad. Oh man. All right. Well, We're gonna quit this game here. So, when is the next update for cats? I want cats. Oh man. That was something else. But you know, since we are doing Free Game Mondays, we haven't played this game in a while. I haven't looked at it at least. Haha. Haha. Click happy. Oh look, I earned stuff while I was gone. That's definitely enough of that. To be fair, you never know what I'm gonna find with Free Game Mondays. Woohoo! Why does my computer sound like it's gonna take off? Would you ever play a modded Pokemon game? Yes, yes, I know. Hang on, Digga Dino. I will look at that video. Because I'm sure some people would be interested about, or interested in, modded Pokemon games. My biggest concern is Nintendo coming down with a hammer, because Nintendo hates everything that doesn't belong to them. Okay, now my computer's done. I hope. We were over here. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Wait, what do we need? Oh, okay. So let's go here. Supposedly that one is protected against Nintendo because it's a patch. A patch. Okay, so you don't want me to do this. I'll come back to this. I'll have my moment. Let's see. You sent me the video over yonder. No, do what you were gonna do? No. I know you want me to be informed. So we're gonna get educated. Oh, it didn't go? No? Why didn't it go? Maybe just copy the text. There you go. Gonna change that. And then we need the browser audio. Here you go. Category just chatting. What did you make the category before? I thought it was already on. Wow, that was loud. I thought it was already on just chatting. That was loud in my ears. Oh, you were trying to change it with commands? Okay. It's still really loud? Oh, okay. It's fine now. A new Hoenn region? Every map has changed! New encounter tables. What does that even mean? Learn sets, changed abilities, new UI, battle backgrounds, tile sets. What are tile sets? Expanded Team Aqua storyline. Learn sets. Added regional forms. What the hell for? Pokemon. Okay. I saw 2 of the starters. New lines of dialogue. New sprites for trainers. New moves for more variety. Trick house with rewards. Trick house. And full new post game. Dun 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 dun. Royal Sapphire. The latest patch using Pokemon Reddit Google Drive link. How? It's just an updated version of Gen 3. Pretty interesting, a little more difficult, I think. How? I have questions. In a nutshell, I changed the storyline of Sapphire while keeping the same nostalgic feel of it by keeping the same Gen 3 mechanics and general decks, as well as the story beats remaining in a similar path, but expanded upon to make you feel as if it was your first time going through Hoenn once again. All maps, encounters, trainers, learn sets, and the general story are changed. The specific of what parts have been changed are all in the paragraphs below. In the post. I was like, what paragraphs below? How? Oh, excuse me. How is there a differentiation from a patch and a mod when they're doing the same thing? What is this? How much can you grow on Twitch in 30 days? Quite a bit if you dedicate. That's interesting. I'm wondering... there has to be like some legal differentiator for Nintendo to not be able to do much of anything. You know what I mean? I mean, I know that there was this guy. Oh, did they change? This doesn't look like the website I remember. This looks really different. So there's this Pokemon MMO where it's essentially Pokemon. I think it was like 5 different gens you could use. And it's essentially a multiplayer. So you get to play with other players in here. The one thing that was kind of interesting but also kind of annoying is that as far as like legendaries go, there's literally only one in existence. So one person catches it, that's all there is. And I don't remember, Digadane, I think you were telling me, I don't remember if there was like a time limit for how long somebody could catch a legendary before it got re-released or reset type of thing. But if there wasn't, then like the one person that caught it is the one person that caught it. And if they never log back in, well then, you know, they're the master. Thank you, Stream Elements, for reminding us to drink some water. I don't know if it's that they can't so much as they aren't right now. That's the other thing where I'm like, because Nintendo is also really good. So Nintendo is good at 2 things. bringing down the hammer on anyone that uses any of their stuff and claiming they're abusing proprietary laws, they're abusing copyright, they're abusing XYZ. If they don't like how it's being used or being consumed, they're really, really good about bringing down the hammer. Like, there was a recent update about this whole spiel on how Smash tournaments are supposed to occur, in what sequence of events, in what timelines, what permissions you need to be getting. It was this whole thing. It's this whole thing. And then the other thing that they're good at doing is waiting until the opposition has money to take from them. So, you know. And I'm like, well, it is what it is, I guess. Like, maybe that's what they're doing. They're just waiting to see where this goes, even though it looks like this is patch number something. Oh, excuse me. Because it looks as it's been ongoing for a while. I like the slowpoke as a starter. I missed that one, but I saw the other two. But then you get to battle him to get the legendary. But what if they never log back in? How are you supposed to battle the person that caught the legendary if they never log back in? If you're wondering if Nintendo is going to shoot this project down like a duck and duck hunt, it's technically not a breach of the company's TOS. While Pokemon Royal Sapphire is in many ways a new game, it's not a standalone release. It's more like an add-on to existing copies of Pokemon Sapphire, which is totally legal. If it was released as its own title, especially at a price, it likely wouldn't see the light of day. So as long as you legally own a copy of Pokemon Sapphire, you're good to go in terms of legality. I mean, but that's the thing. If you own a copy of one of the games and you still get a ROM, that's apparently illegal. You can own the game itself, but the moment that you obtain a ROM of it, suddenly it's not okay. But I am interested to see if Nintendo will do anything about it. That's the other thing. Along with that update of like the Smash tournaments and the protocol around it, they've been slowly making little changes here and there to their TOS. Like one of the bigger changes that occurred with the Switch 2 is the update of being able to ban you using your Switch, essentially break your Switch if it's detected that you're using illegitimate copies of games, if you're modding the Switch in some capacity, which led to the question of, so are they actively watching the Switches at all times? Or is there something in the new software update that triggers an alert, a notification to whoever is in charge of that department, to that department that's going to be overseeing this? But it is one of those like really weird things where it's like, well then, do I not own anything then? I've heard that it's okay to have a ROM if you own the game. See, that's what I originally thought. But how do you get the ROM if you don't know how to pull the ROM from the game that you own? Through sharing services. That's not okay. I think about the craziness from Animal Crossing and the modded content from that. I actually haven't looked into anything modded for Animal Crossing. I know there was somebody that was trying to, I don't know for what intent and purpose, but I know there was somebody that was trying to see if they could get to like the base model of the Animal Crossing characters to see, what's it called? To see what like just the base naked model of the characters look like. But I guess Nintendo was kind of like one step ahead of that, because when you got down to like the very basic model of the characters, they still have their underwear on. It's pretty funny. Like, you can't go past that. Like, that's literally as far as you can go for that. The models themselves are just inherently with underwear, which, like, good on Nintendo for doing that, but it cracks me up that that's even a thing that they had to do. People were modding falling star trees and stuff. I mean, I don't doubt that they were. I don't know anything about it, though, if I'm being totally honest. Some games are available in the public archive. You mean the public domain? Not sure which ones now. I mean, if they're part of public domain now, then yeah, they can't say or do anything. It's like Disney trying to stop people from using Winnie the Pooh or Mickey Mouse. Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse specifically, I think, is what's open domain now. Or public domain. But I don't know. It is one of those weird things of like, how is an extension of a game okay, but not a modded version of the game? Because like that doesn't really compute to me. Or it doesn't necessarily make sense to me on like what the difference is. It's a mod is a mod is a mod. It's something that wasn't inherently done by the developers. It was done by the fan base. So, like, I don't know what the legal difference is between this, which is supposed to be an add-on, versus a mod where they kind of revamp the game in some capacity. And I guess because those are standalone, like that's the only difference, that one is standalone versus one is something that you download as like an add-on. It's as in DLC. Like, how is that any different? And it's still a mod. And I definitely don't know the legalities behind that. For me, a mod is a mod is a mod. But this is interesting. I've never played Sapphire, so I don't know how difficult it would be. Aren't most mods meant to be like added to base game? That's what I'm saying though. Like, what is the difference? I guess because the patch requires the base game, other modded versions can run a copy of the game on its own. Can they? I thought you still required some kind of ownership of the game to have. To be able to do the mods. Isn't that the difference between a mod and a pirated game? Yeah, like a pirated game is literally getting the copy of a game from someone else without payment to the original creators. So like that's a pirated game. That's not a mod. But my understanding of mods is that they're not standalone. Like, you still need to own the game to be able to add the software that is modified for having whatever additional settings, content, what's it called? Settings, content, or features to make the game feel or run better type of thing, or have it do different things. So I don't know. A mod is just adding content. Yeah, that's why I'm like, well, what's the difference between this as a patch versus a mod? A modded game. But I could be wrong. I don't know if modded games for things like Pokemon specifically can run standalone. But as far as I knew, they couldn't. You still had to have the base game, unless that's changed. Second Wind fan-made DLC for Breath of the Wild is technically legal, but not if you're modding a Switch to do it. Has to be played on a PC with a legally obtained copy of the Breath of the Wild ROM, which is not a violation of copyright. So how do you legally obtain a copy of the Breath of the Wild ROM? Explain that part. Like, there's all these like little tiny nuances and loopholes that like just don't make sense, and I'm sure Nintendo does that intentionally so that they can be like, ah, gotcha, give me your money. And I mean, Nintendo's not the only party guilty of that. There's plenty of other companies that do something similar, where they don't write it clear enough that there's enough of a gray area where they can get at you. I don't know where you get it, but I always hear that it's legal to get it if you own the game. I don't know. And that's the thing. That might have changed, because I remember once upon a time that wasn't neither here nor there. Like, that, just any ROM, it didn't matter how you obtained it. Bam. Copyright fine. Like, it didn't matter. But yeah, I don't know. This is interesting though. I've never played Sapphire, so I have no idea how I would even do at this, if I'm being totally honest. But this is pretty interesting, that there's all these extras and you can change the abilities and learn sets. Like, that's actually really cool. It's like a digital backup of your games. Game Boy Operator allows you to dump games onto your PC, no hosting site required. Yeah, but that wasn't a thing that was normal to do before. I feel like it's not necessarily legal, but people tend to be more willing to do it because, like, I bought it already. But laws vary. That's the thing, that we are very quickly losing the rights of ownership to anything that we have a monetary transaction with. Like, Amazon was one of the first cases. Amazon Prime, for their video content, they were one of the first big cases where people were discovering that you're paying for a movie for as long as Amazon has the rights to carry it on their platform. So you don't actually own the movie, you just have a long-term rental. Same thing with series. And then I think either YouTube already had that in their TOS and it just wasn't very clear, or they cleared it up, type of thing. So it is one of those things of like, what do we actually own then? Because it doesn't feel like we own even physical copies of games anymore, if they can be bricked, if they're considered illegitimate. Most of the time these days, you buy a virtual copy of things, you're not actually keeping the thing. Netflix too. I mean, Netflix has never been like a purchase to own platform though, with the exception of when they first started, when they still had hard copy media. Because for anybody that doesn't know, Netflix technically was like a rental company. They would send out physical DVDs to you. And it was also for some video games. It wasn't a ton of video games. But they would send out physical CDs, DVDs to you that you could watch. You rented it for however much time, and then you returned them if you didn't want to do the application option, because the application was still kind of being developed. And then eventually that was done away with, And then you had the option of like, okay, you're going to pay a monthly subscription to have access to our entire archive of and library for as long as we have the rights for these things, but we're going to rotate things through. So for anyone that didn't know, just a little history lesson. Netflix was technically a renting for media. It wasn't a sub where you're just kind of like getting a ticket access to whatever they have accessible. And that's how we got to back up our media locally. I don't disagree. That's one hell of a storage unit or a server to put all that stuff into. Well, yeah, if the game company can say we're virtually shutting down your physical game controller, although then at least your game still works, it's the console that doesn't, so you could get a new one. That's the thing, you could get a new one, but what I'm unclear on is, are they bricking the Switch itself and your account so that you can't play on any other hardware? Or is it just the device itself? Because yeah, if it's just the device, then who's stopping anyone from being like, well, fuck this, throw it away, get a new one? Or worse, resell it to someone unsuspecting, which has already happened, and get a new one. Because that's already been a case too, where people have gotten bricked and blocked, and they'll sell those bricked Switches to people unsuspectingly, unknowingly. Very similar to iPhones. Very similar to how iPhones get sold when they're bricked or they're locked, and there's no disclosure on that. So like, you know, what good is it to brick the device if the account isn't bricked or blocked in some capacity? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, honestly, the way it's being done, because again, we are losing our rights of ownership for things that we're paying money for. There's an actual monetary transaction, meaning that we should be owning it. We should have full rights to do what the heck we want with any media that we purchase. But the thing is that most digital media now isn't a purchase. It is essentially a rental contract. But of course, companies are not going to write it in such explicit terms. That's not in their best interest. Team Aqua. What more can you do with the villains? You already defeated them once. Oh, excuse me. Just notice this Golduck knows 5 moves. I lost it. Golduck. I think that was part of it, that you are able to tweak how much it knows. Hence new learn sets. But that maybe could also be an ability where like you can have an additional move. Maybe you'd want to play the base game first, unless this version is more interesting. Probably the base game first, if this is supposed to be a more challenging version of it with additional stuff to do. I probably would want the base game first. I'm gonna suck at it either way, but the base game would still be a little bit more approachable. And I say it's still gonna suck just because I'm not very good at Pokemon games. Never have been. Probably never will be. All right, but that takes care of this. Nostalgic music. Specifically nostalgic Pokemon music. When you have to handle things. All right. Can I remember every Pokemon? No. Maybe. I can't. But maybe other people can. Maybe other people can, but not me. But yeah, I don't know. I have a very strong love-hate relationship with Nintendo. But yeah, I don't know if you guys remember this. Long time ago. Longer now than it seems. This is one of our, I don't think it was the first Random Free Game Monday, but it was like one of the first handful that we found. It's essentially a little evolutionary tree that you unlock over time. I'm going to see what I can unlock right now, because it's been a while. We're going to do cranium. Primates have larger brains than most animals. Their unique skulls provide more room for these large brains, protecting them from damage and giving them more room to grow. And yeah, and this is technically an educational game because you got to see little factual tidbits here. Placenta. Mammal is 50% more efficient. Yes. Make me money. The placenta is a temporary organ that connects an embryo to the uterus. Through this organ, the mother provides food and oxygen and removes waste products for the fetus, establishing a symbiotic relationship as it grows. Long pregnancy? Mammal is 100% more efficient. Eutherians carry their young until they are more fully developed than other mammals. Some can even walk or run within an hour of birth. Oh, yeah, we knew that. Estrus? The heck does estrus mean? Primate. Alright, olfactory lobes. Mammals have large olfactory lobes, the part of their brains that controls their sense of smell. These enlarged sections contribute to the larger size of the mammal brain overall. Brain of ape. Early apes developed larger and more complex brains than most mammals. This gave our primate ancestors an important advantage over other creatures. Big brain thoughts. Big brain moments. Yes, we can. Oh, I never got this thing over here. An oscula. What is this? As sponges gain nutrients by letting water pass through them, they also need a way to excrete what's left over. The oscula is a hole where the wastewater passes out of the sponge when it's done feeding. All right. There's still other points here, but like, how do I unlock them? Brain. Just brain. Chloroplasts. Chloroplasts are found only in plant cells. They contain the pigment chlorophyll and are where the process of photosynthesis takes place. I don't understand how I'm supposed to unlock some of these things. Tell me your secrets. 'Cause this goes from here to here. That one's unlocked. See, because these are all branching out, but how? I need to know. This guy looks like a little tardigrade. Little water bear. All right. Whoa. Australopithecus? Australopithecus? Australopithecus are believed to be the first step in humanity's evolution from primates. The first Australopithecus skeleton, nicknamed Lucy, was discovered in 1974 in Ethiopia. I remember Lucy. We learned about Lucy in school. Bipedal walking. The act of walking on 2 legs instead of 4. This alternative form of locomotion meant that hands were now free to be used for functions other than walking, like stuffing our faces and punching someone in the face when they piss us off. I'm kidding, don't do that. Don't punch somebody in the face unless they punch you first. I don't condone violence, but I do condone self-defense. Or being on cell phones. Thank you for making it much more modern, Fairy. I'm trying to forget about the idiosyncrasy of modern technology. Oh, look, leaning more into your cell phones. Opposable thumbs. The development of the thumb led to more precision in gripping, allowing apes to pick up and use objects. Primarily now, the cell phone. The cell phone. First idea. All things begin with an idea, and we start a brand new means of evolution. You don't say. The famous philosopher Rene Descartes stated, "I think, therefore I am." The ability to innovate and invent, as well as our self-awareness and introspection, are what many people consider to be the essence of humanity. Is it really humanity, though? Because we're slowly discovering more and more that other creatures like dolphins seem to have this same kind of self-awareness. And we maybe just don't know how deep it goes. Because they seem to have an understanding of the concept of consent. So maybe like we're not actually the only mammals, the only animals, the only creatures that are self-aware. We just don't know any better because we can't communicate with any other animal. But so there is that. I don't know that that's going to be a good definition for essence of humanity anymore. If we're slowly discovering other animals have similar thinking patterns or behaviors. Tap to think ideas. Oh, look at that. I have a new currency. I have an idea currency. We almost definitely aren't. We just are selfish and pompous, which is what I'm saying. Like, we're slowly discovering that other animals seem to have this deep thought conceptualization. And we just don't know how far it goes. Abstract thinking. Most species rely on instinct, but some have turned their minds towards higher ends. Art, music, spirituality, truth. Life is more than just survival. It is also a quest for understanding. For the human beings that are not selfish and pompous, at least, it is a quest for understanding. Although selfishness and arrogance kind of follows the path of understanding, the path of knowledge sometimes. So beware. Let's see. What's estrus? We've been ignoring estrus. In most mammals, excluding higher primates, the female of the species will experience an estrus cycle, a period where females are sexually receptive and more fertile. Because of this, most mammals can only reproduce at certain times of year. This doesn't technically include humans, because women technically can only reproduce at certain times of year too. It just tends to be more times out of a year than other animals. Thank you, Stream Element, for a reminder to drink some water. So why wouldn't... Because here's the thing about the sexually receptive. With humans, because we have access to medicine, there are medications, there are supplements, there are other oral intakes. I don't know how else to word it. And there are things that would affect how sexually receptive both men and women are. I'm saying mostly women because women tend to have the bigger responsibility for things like self-control or birth control. So that can affect sexual receptiveness. That can also affect fertility. So technically, don't primates fall in line with this also? Like, I don't know why it says higher primates are excluded. Unless I'm reading too much into it. I don't know. I'm learning and I'm questioning everything. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Asking questions is healthy. All right, Homo habilis. Also known as the handyman. Homo habilis is one of the early species of the genus Homo, known for using primitive stone tools. Oh, excuse me. Speaking of stone tools. Humankind's first tool, a sharp rock, can serve many purposes, from crafting to combat. Some animals rely on the gifts they've evolved, strength, speed, endurance, but others learn to invent ways to augment those gifts. Yes. Maybe there's just more details that aren't included because they're too detailed, and those details exclude higher primates. Potentially. This is supposed to be like a very easy to digest version, so that could very well be a possibility. Extra power. What is that? A larger brain now with more neurons. Extra power. Wrist joints. More flexible wrists lead to greater use of hands and make it easier to craft and use tools. Human wrists are a condyloid joint, allowing circular motion, flexion, and extension. Do primates not have wrist joints? No, they do, right? It connects right here, so technically they do. Homo erectus. Fully bipedal, Homo erectus was an extremely successful species in the Homo genus. It was the direct ancestor of modern humans. As far as we're aware. Whoa. Unlock the gorilla trophy node and 2 evolutionary traits in the primary simulation. Oh, no. I don't want to use that yet. I don't even have that many. I only have 16. Oh my god, complex emotions. I'm not ready for complex emotions. Who asked for complex emotions? I didn't. Bone tools. Oh, that requires different currency. Oh no. How do I make this go faster? Where do we come from? What is life? Don't despair, dude. I know we're gonna get some answers. Hopefully. Stone Age. There we go. Whoa. Age achieved. Stone Age. The first modern humans walked the earth and changed the world around them, creating tools, raising animals, building communities. Is there anything that can stop human progress? We do not know. We honestly do not know. Oh, cool. Now this is finally burning on its own. Sweet. Nuts. I don't want complex emotions. Let's go to human first. An upright primate with big ideas start contemplating world domination. Oh, of course. We start contemplating world domination. Me neither. Reminds me of the Fairly Odd Parents episode where Timmy wished away his emotions. I don't remember that episode, but it sounds like a very Timmy thing to do. because he gets so easily frustrated and annoyed with everyone in his life. Humans. Life created humans. It's from the first few seasons. It's been eons since I watched that show. I don't remember that far back. Some days I don't even remember what I had for breakfast, man. I am at that age where I forget things. He became an emotionless robot, basically. That sounds right, though. Humans are Earth's dominant species, the product of millions of years of evolution. Humans were the first animals to create advanced cultures, societies, and technologies. And his emotions were in a box and got loose. Oh boy. They went footloose. Endurance hunting. What in the world is that? What the heck is QA? What in the holy hell does this mean? What is this term of measurement? QA? The fuck? Okay, I guess we're not going into endurance hunting. Ooh, what is this one? The threat of infection. Explore outbreaks. Kind of want to. I'm so sad I didn't get to do the T one. I really wanted to do the T one. All right, let's see. We got hunting. How am I? Oh, I see. Clicky. Clicky. Okay, let's do hunting. With the first tools come the first blades. Sharpened stones and sticks make it easier to catch and kill prey, turning the tables on former predators. Fire! A combustive reaction that results in heat. Harnessing the creation of fire is an important step for primitive humans. We play with fire and take the consequences because the alternative is cowardice in the face of the unknown. By Ronald Dworkin. Who the hell is that? Ronald Dworkin. I have no idea who that guy is. Anybody heard of him? Because I surely have not. I need to make ideas. I need all the ideas. All the ideas. Okay. Hafting. Hafting. Attaching a haft, a handle or strap to a tool is a technical leap that improves almost every aspect of life. Hafted tools are easier to use, more effective, and more versatile. I see. 1,000. Son of a biscuit. How are these things so expensive? I wish it were that easy IRL to make ideas. I mean, yeah, I agree. No. Idea generator allows you to idea tap. I would not recommend tapping on your head multiple times because do it enough, you will break through and bleed. FYI. In case you all didn't know, there is such a thing as people who get obsessively itchy in their cranium, and it's usually like an underlying medical cause. but that they can scratch their way through their skin, through their skull, to their brain. So don't actually do it at home. This, me clicking on a brain, this is not a thing. Don't try it at home. This is my PSA. Do not try it at home. Okay. Burial. Death is the last great mystery. By interring and mourning our ancestors, humans start to come to terms with our own mortality. Really? 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 Okay. Cooking. There's no need to eat food raw. A decent fire makes it so much tastier and a lot safer to consume. I would agree. I would very much agree with that. So anywhere, but if I go down here, okay. So anywhere up here is ideas. Does that mean? There we go. We're back to being an ASMR channel, everyone. Okay, kind of a chaotic ASMR. This isn't like the most calming. This is more chaotic. I'm trying to generate ideas, guys, okay? That's my goal here. I'm just trying to generate ideas. Keyboard smash! Rev up ASMR. Is that a category or like, where did that come from? There's supposed to be music to this game? Yeah. Oh, son of a... I set it up and then I never freaking unmuted it. I'm sorry. You guys have just been listening to me talk and drone on forever. Hey, Lisa. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. If you don't know me or haven't been here very long, my name is Pixelvelia. I am a 30-some-year-old lady on the internet doing stuff, primarily playing video games. My main video game right now is Pokemon Legends Arceus, but today we drift away from that. It is a random free game Monday, meaning we go look for games that are available for free, particularly for PC, and then we play them. We already played 2. This is one that we discovered like weeks ago, and I just come back to it every now and again. But this game makes me an ASMR channel, just officially. It makes me an ASMR channel. The conversation filled the silence, but really, how great is my voice? Come on, my voice is not that great. That's great. The ASMR part. It's writer's ASMR, the sound of someone productively pounding away at their keyboard. I mean, yes, except I don't type this fast. This is literally what Digadino said. It's just keyboard smashing. Hey, King Adi, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my ASMR channel, apparently. I am Pixelvelia. I'm a 30-some-year-old lady on the internet doing stuff, primarily playing video games. And we're just having a ball of a time right now with the clicky-clacky. But yeah, I typically play Pokemon. That's my primary game right now. But Mondays are random free game Mondays, meaning that we go seek out games that are available for free, no purchase required to play, unless you want to get like DLC and stuff, then entirely up to you. But We look for games that are free to start and then see how they do, see how they work. We actually played 2 of them earlier. And this is one that I just kind of come back to because we discovered this one a few weeks ago. But yeah, this is the game that makes my channel an ASMR channel. But if you're interested in this game, sorry, I didn't explain what this game is. So this is a game that's like a little evolutionary tree. I'm gonna go back all the way down here. We start all the way down here. I believe it was, yes, all the way down here with prokaryotic cells, with mitochondria, with nucleus. And as you're unlocking things, excuse me, you get these little like tidbits of information that you can learn. And so you're like slowly trying to evolve from a singular cell form to eventually up here, which is humans. But if you notice, the types of quote unquote currency that it uses are quite high. Is this Terra dollars? Terra, or not dollars, Terra entropy? Like, I don't know what the T stands for here. But yeah, and clicking creates that quote unquote currency, which is why I am clacking away at the keyboard. I am trying to earn idea currency. Trying to make my ideas more productive. The redundancy of that statement. But yeah, we're hanging. We're chilling. We're learning. We're questioning everything that we learn because, you know, that's the correct way of learning. Trying to make this work faster. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Come on, I'm almost there. I just want to get to times 20. What is that going to take? I am going to break my keyboard. Yeah. Data Dino, can you look up how much my keyboard replacement's going to be now? It's been a while since I bought my keyboard. I don't know how expensive the replacement's going to be. There, 20. That's what I wanted. Look at it go. Look at it go. Yes. Yes. Hello. Oh, we can do more humans? Sure. We'll have 2 times humans, I guess. Okay, I'm going to go back down here because something is supposed to happen here after asexual reproduction. So let's see what we can do. Wow, and I'm already back in the billions. That was tragic. Oh, that requires son of a biscuit. Okay. How far can I go with this? Can I get to 100? Ah. Phagocytic cell. There's 4 zeros in the number. 4 zeros in the... What are you talking about? 4 zeros in the number. Oh! Okay, that's mean. I don't believe that there's tens of thousands. That's rude. Stop toying with my emotions. Meanie face. Alright. Phagocytic cells. Phagocytes, or white blood cells, are cells that have the ability to ingest other cells or harmful foreign particles and are essential for producing immunity to infectious or contaminating agents. Okay. Okay, now you're just being a dick, sir. You didn't say there was a decimal between those zeros. Yes, he's purposely not telling me where the decimal point is. Rude. Absolutely rude. For shame. All right, let's see. What is next? Since we can't do anything with the prokaryotic cell still. Yeah, I'm sure it's hilarious, Digadino. Congratulations. Surely this has to do some at 200 maybe? Maybe at 200 times 200 this pops open? Because now I've officially branched this one out. Cool. I've maxed it out, which is what I'm trying to accomplish down here. Let's see what this one does. Let's get this one to 100, if I can. If I may. Oh. Oh. What does that have to do with this? What in the Darwin? All right. Hermaphroditism. 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 Aw, we're short. Dang it. We are short. Let's do jellies. Oh, polyps. Let's take jellies to 100. Hundo. Hundo. Ah, nuts, I'm out. No! My hopes and dreams. Well, let's open up a polyp, I guess, since I can't continue with the jellyfish. Alright, polyps are non-mobile sea-dwelling creatures consisting of a tube with a mouth surrounded by tentacles. Some examples of polyps include coral and sea anemones. 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 Short by 2. Short by 1. Short by 1. I just want to see what opens up at 100. Or I should say at times 100. I don't know if I could... Okay, I guess I can help it along. Alright, there we go, 100. Ooh, bioluminescence, and I can't afford it. No! Derpy fishies? What is this? Hutchum fish? Keyboon fish? Some goldfish. Okay. Why are there so many goldfish varieties? I'm not opposed to it, but I am questioning why there's so many. Just a little bit of questioning. Just a little bit. What's this over here? Ooh. The Cells team is excited to announce that trading cards are now available on Steam for players to discover. Collect and trade cards to craft your first badge. Okay. Explore deep sea with Tier Zoo. Dive into the deepest depths of the ocean with Tier Zoo in his latest video about mollusks while playing Explore Deep Sea Lurking in the Dark. Interesting. Cells and Tier Zoo. The Cells team is excited to announce that we're sponsoring Tier Zoo's new video about deep sea creatures arriving this Saturday. Okay, well that one's out of order. Games in New York Steam Festival. Did you know that Cell to Singularity is based in Brooklyn, New York? You'll find us in this week's Games in New York Steam Festival, alongside over 100 other games that are proudly made in our home state. Take part in the Steam Festival now. Good news, good news. I don't know, but Summit had it for a while. Goldfish memory. Ah, the infamous goldfish memory. I have 54. I don't have that many. I don't have that many. Alright, let's work with a flatworm. Let's see, can we get it to 50? Okay, got it to 50 predation. Can I get it to 100? Maybe not. Okay, there's 80. No. I need more entropy. I need more entropy. More energy, essentially, is what I need. Infinite power. Right? That's how that goes. Okay, I'm gonna guess I keep it at 85. Let's do predation. Predation is the biological interaction where one animal becomes an aggressor or predator and eats another animal, the prey. Interesting. There's still so much to unlock over here, my goodness. How is there still this much to unlock? I need prokaryotic cells. I don't like this uneven numbers. At least let me get it to 165. I don't like numbers that are not 5s and 0s. 5s and 0s. Let's get tetrapod up. Let's see. Can we do... Ooh, ears. Let's see. Can we go to 50? Let me take it to 50. Aha! 50. Oh, we're unlocking other things over here. Interesting. Okay, see if there's stuff for fish. Let's try and get fish to 50 also. Because why not? Fish. Oh, look! Excretion opening. Okay, I don't like that opened up. Why is that a thing? Alright, let's see. Ears. Let's do ears. We can afford ears. Afford. A refined version of an organism's ability to sense vibrations in the air, ears allow creatures to hear when a potential predator is sneaking up on them, or when their prey is trying to escape. Okay, it's a good little defense mechanism, I guess. Okay, Eutherians don't do anything. Mammals do. Okay. God damn, why are mammals so expensive? I'm only at 10, I'm already in the billions. So expensive. We're such pricey little creatures. Okay. I have some ideas. Right there. We have 2,000 ideas. 3,000 almost. There, we have 3,000 ideas. Oh man, what can we afford with 3,000 ideas? Big game and speech. Let's do this. Big game. Hunting small game can feed a person. Hunting big game can sustain a tribe. Be careful they fight back. No shit. Thank you, Stream Elements, for the reminder to drink some water. I'm gonna do that right now. Alright, speech. Bark, bark. Now they can speak to each other. Humans can coordinate and unite. I wish. Language is a keystone to our thoughts. The ability to talk allows us to communicate with one another, sharing ideas, knowledge, and instructions. If only people could follow instructions. Let's be real. They can't. Neolithic, what does that do? Religion? Okay, can I not? For intents and purposes of my gameplay, can religion just not be a thing? Oh gosh, what else is there over here? Goodness. Ooh, cave painting though. I want to... cave painting. Using the juice of crushed berries and sticks of charcoal, early artists create the first drawings on the walls of caves. It humble start to the great tradition of human creativity. Hey devs. Hey devs. There's a little typo there. There's a little typo right there. Just thought you should know. That's supposed to be an S, not an A. Who's the copyright? They didn't do their jobs. A boat. Boat. Boats accelerate trade and fishing in areas with massive trees. Dugout canoes extend the range and carrying capacities of rafts. Kayaks with waterproof animal skin over bony frames add portability. 6 out of 10 game. That typo took me out. Damn. That typo took you down 4 pegs. That's funny. Neolithic. Oh. Age achieved. Neolithic. Egyptians? That looked a little bit more like an Egyptian head. In the time before the invention of metallurgy, humans moved from hunting and gathering to farming, and the first villages began to form. Alright. First villages begin to form. Ooh, 25 ideas. Yes. Back to the tree. Ooh, this also generates ideas. Yes, I like. Alright. What else we got? Ooh. Let's do a kiln. Extreme heat turns malleable clay into hardened pottery. A special oven or kiln provides the heat that lets clay hold its shape. Oh, excuse me. I was trying to hold back a burp there. So I apologize if my voice sounded very bizarre. My voice sounds bizarre by nature, but you know, more so than usual. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Can I click on this one or is it going to trigger? Nope. Don't want to trigger stuff. Well, now that we have the kiln, let's look at pottery. We've mastered the use of clay, which is easier to shape and mold than wood or stone. Far subtler creations are soon to emerge, both practical and artistic. Okay. Is there anything we can spend on over here? We can spend on some apes. Let's spend on some apes. So over here, where are we? Yeah, this is gonna bug the hell out of me. Oh, but we can afford this guy. Hermaphroditism. Sure. Hermaphroditism. Organisms with hermaphroditism have either a complete or partial set of both male and female reproductive systems. Animals with hermaphroditism include clownfish, earthworms, and snails. Clownfish? Really? I thought clownfish still needed each other to reproduce. Well, that's interesting. That means all clownfish can reproduce with each other. Doesn't have to be male or female. That's kind of crazy. I had no clue. Clownfish. Alright. I can't even be mad at that. Let's get some apes. Got 10. Finding Nemo lied to us? Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. There, 15. Got the 5s. I need 5s. Is this a lion? Anomaly glitch, okay. Clothing. Let's do clothing. From animal skins to early fabrics, our bodies are protected from the elements much better when we're wearing clothes. Weaving. Interlacing fibers and threads makes them stronger. This early method of artificial textile production enables humans to create cloth and other fabrics such as lace and knits. Yes, yes. No, I don't want to trigger. Cute. Oh, mammalian teeth. Alright. Oh, crap. I might have to go to 5s. Oh. Bunny jeans. Dang, how? Okay. We're back in the terrace. No! No! I need to get to like 600. Okay. So I can get the 25. Alright. Some of them are easy, not all of them are that easy to obtain. Okay, Neolithic also helps produce. So let's try and get more ideas. Ooh, 3 at a time. Yes, please. Do not mind if I do. I'm trying to get to 3 grand. Let's see how long it takes me to get to 3 grand. Wait, this says ready. Oh, no. I don't use any, or I don't want to use any of my other currencies. Whee! Okay, we got to 3 grand. Just so we can get 5. That's it, just so we can get 5 there. My goodness, it feels like this tree is like never gonna end. It's kind of crazy. I'm almost at 2. Almost. I am wondering a little bit like how much or at what point these guys max out, because I have these guys at 100 but I can still keep going. Like this one is 162 and I can still keep going. So I wonder like when it's actually maxed out or if there is no max. What if there is no max? Okay, I imagine this is the Bronze Age somewhere. Okay. Let's do 3-bone ear. Also known as the middle ear, these 3 bones, the hammer, anvil, and stirrup, are a set of organic levers that regulate the perception of sound. Okay. I digs. Mammalian teeth. As the diets of mammals changed, more complex specialized teeth developed and helped differentiate new species. That would explain why our, the cuspids? Or what looks like our canines are not as long. We don't need them. Look, this guy. I think these are the cuspids for humans. The canines. We don't technically have canines. Because they're nothing like this. We are not ravenous animals that have to tear the flesh. Or tear raw flesh specifically. For survivability. Most of us don't, at least. Can't speak for all cultures out in the world. I don't know if I remember hearing that word. What, a cuspid? Am I not saying the right word? Let's ask Google. Cuspid. A tooth with a single cusp or point. A canine tooth. Cuspid. It's technically what our canines are called. Cuspids. The more you know. Oh yeah, I forgot about these guys. Excretion opening. Most creatures develop a specific hole through which waste is exclusively excreted. This is necessary to evolve complex digestive systems. Evolution gave us a poop hole. That's pretty funny. Aren't, or maybe not all worms. I thought worms were like what some of the few creatures that they eat through the same hole they shit. Does that sound right? Maybe, maybe not. Alright, I need to run to the bathroom. We're gonna let this steep like tea. Let's see how much more I can collect. So I need to run to the bathroom, so I will be right back. And I will leave you all with the classical music of this game. Alright, stay tuned. Thank you for joining me. All right, I am back. Thank you, everyone. Oops, wrong screen. Thank you all for holding. I appreciate it. So, where are we at? Ooh, we got 8. Let's go down here. Downtown. Oh, that's probably not going to be enough, though. Okay, I just wanted to get to 165. I'm telling you, 5s and 0s. Those are the sweet spots. Alright, so let's see. Watertight epidermis. Let's see what that's about. Scales and waterproof skin help reptiles to walk on land, freeing them from the constant threat of dehydration that plagues amphibians. Yes. Which makes me wonder, are frogs... Is frog skin watertight? Like this? Watertight epidermis? I don't know enough about frogs to answer that confidently. What in the world is here? And how do I unlock it? Because I can't do anything with Etherians. And then this, I have no idea what this is. Endurance hunting. What is QA? Haha. Barely had enough for it. Barely. But look, it's generating so much faster. And this is generating 12.62 billion entropy per second. We'll eventually get there with the ideas. It's just not happening right now. Alright. So, what should we... You know what? Why not? Let's go sailing here. By capturing the power of the wind, travel by boat becomes the fastest way across long distances. To cross long distances. That makes sense. Considering how many bodies of water we've got. I believes it. Believes that I do. Alright. What is this supposed to be? Meet humankind's best friend and gain a what? How many zeros is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1,000, 100,000, million, 10 million %. I don't have that much though. Exactly, I don't have digits. 10 mil. Thank you. Thank you for conferring, Fairy. Any other takeaways? I'm not good at math live. I don't do math in my head very well anymore. Which is sad because most of my college career was math classes. I can't do it anymore. Alright, let's look at the wheel. Wheel. For such a simple design, the wheel makes many improvements possible, most notably for travel. The world has been transformed and we can't imagine life without it. I can't do math, but I know mil equals 6 zeros. Well done. Memorization. I love it. I mean, if there's anything that school has taught us is to memorize certain things to kind of make life easier along the way. All right, lever. With leverage, humans can move, cut, or haul any object more easily. A simple bar, a fulcrum / pivot point that boosts the force applied gives rise to specialized farm implements: shovels, hoes, rakes, sickles, crowbars, and pliers. Nice. Let's smelt. Smelting extracts pure metal from the mineral mishmash of mined ore. Roasting, heating without melting, turns metal into an oxide, and then carbon removes the oxygen. Copper, an early smelted metal, replaces stone in tools and weapons. Oh, okay, no. I was trying to get that guy. Okay, okay. We're getting somewhere. Kind of. I don't feel like we are, but we're getting somewhere. Alright, let's look at a settlement. No, let's look at farming first. Whoa. When humans learn to control crops, they finally start to settle down and form permanent settlements. There we go. So farming was the correct decision. Humans begin to cultivate plants. No need to wander around gathering berries when we can grow the crops ourselves. We are no longer forced to be nomadic. For the first time, we can settle down. For the first time in forever. Along with the first crops, the roots of civilization are planted when permanent homes are built on fertile land near rivers and springs. With a surplus of food, villages of hundreds and then towns of thousands of people. Oh, with a surplus of food, they grow. Sorry, they grow into villages of hundreds and then towns of thousands of people. Sorry, my brain reads so much faster than my brain can process to speak. All right, we're getting somewhere. Getting somewhere. What is this? Hanging gardens? Okay. Fanciful. Fanciful. No! I need to get to 3,000 of them. 3,000! Wow, this is really not moving fast enough. Ah! Almost there. Ah! There. Okay. There. I wanted to make sure we could get to 25. This is going to take a good chunk of ideas. But look, we have a 25 here. Ooh. Ooh. What achievement was that? Yes. Excellent. Haha. Aw. I wanted to get another human. It bothers me that there's only 2 instead of 5. I need more. I need more. Oh, 5-fingered hands. Excellent. Primate hands have 5 fingers, including an opposable thumb. These hands are specifically adapted for gripping and fine motor skills and enable some primates to use tools. But 5 someone will be left out. Secondary palette. I don't know. What do we got down here? So we got the prokaryotic cell down to 160 or up to 165. Oh, we have bioluminescence. We can't forget about bioluminescence. Enzyme catalyst reactions in their cells enable some creatures to emit light from their bodies. Organisms that can do this include some species of insects, jellyfish, and fungi. Ooh. Shiny mushrooms. That's all. That's my entire takeaway. Shiny mushrooms. Oh, what is this? Unlock the fungi generator. Okay, so that's what that leads to. There's still something here with fish. But I don't know if it comes at 75 or at 50. Same thing right here. Nope. Pigment spot. Something here directly with the jellyfish too. Thank you, Stream Elements, for the reminder to drink some water. Let's do secondary palate. A bone development in the mouth, the secondary palate allows the organism to eat and breathe at the same time, thus enabling them to have a higher metabolism. Okay, what constitutes the definition of eating here? Because I can chew and breathe at the same time. I can't swallow food and breathe at the same time. That's a choking hazard. That's a very stupid thing to do. So what constitutes as eating here? What is the definition of eating for this little explanation here? All right. Oh, we don't have enough for complex emotions. I thought I was ready for complex emotions, but the game has told me, no, you're not ready for complex emotions. Oh, man. All right. Well, we went from settlements and farming to cities, but we actually did mining first, didn't we? Let's do mining first. There are many valuable rocks and minerals buried beneath the earth. By digging them up on a massive scale, humans gain access to a wealth of materials for building and crafting. While true, highly abused. Metallurgy. The first tools were made from stone. Now we work with metals which are stronger and more durable than anything we've used before. Imagine that. Livestock. I'm going to do livestock first and then city. No, livestock and irrigation and then city. Why hunt what you can raise for the slaughter? God, that sounds... Okay. Why do the hard work when you can train an animal to do it for you? Why explore alone when you can bring along a furry friend? I hate that first line. I know it's a completely natural process. Like, technically slaughter does happen in wildlife. Not in the capacity that humans do it, but it is something that exists. All right, irrigation. Moving water to crops boosts yields and expands arable land. Along rivers, canals, dams, and pipes, replace simple ditches that direct floodwaters to crops. On mountainsides, water is channeled onto carved out terraces ringed by stone walls. Yes. Alright, let's do city. What began as small farming communities have grown beyond simple villages. Populous and urbanized, the first cities have formed. Alright, writing. Whoa, with writing, thoughts and ideas can now be preserved for generations. For generations. Having mastered writing, our ideas and impressions are no longer ephemeral. Now they are permanent, sometimes literally etched in stone. Notice how the music also changed. That is a drastic change. Oh man. Okay. Let's go to the Bronze Age. The Bronze Age is when the Egyptians came to be? That was part of the Neolithic Age. Well, I guess not. Age achieved. The Bronze Age. Following the Neolithic Age, the Bronze Age is marked by the invention of what else? Smelted bronze, a blend of copper and tin. During this period, some civilizations developed writing systems, centralized governments, organized warfare, medicine, and religion. 100 idea reward. Huzzah! Huzzah! What is this? Oh. Oh, for the Industrial Revolution. Okay. I don't have that unlocked. Alright. Papyrus! Okay, now there's a lot of stuff to unlock. I do not have the currency for all of it. Ooh. A spear from a hafting. Well, it takes all of it. Never mind, let's go to sculpture. Starting in the Stone Age, some of the earliest art included small figurines depicting fertility goddesses. Over time, sculptures became more advanced, ambitious, and lifelike. Like David. Let's take David, for example. Oh, bone tools. We kind of forgot about this down here. Bones, antlers, horns, tusks, and teeth are plentiful leftovers. These durable materials are crafted into diggers, cutters, scrapers, and even fine needles and fish hooks. Fine needles and fish hooks out of bone? How do you make a needle bone? A bone needle. English is hard. How do you make a needle out of bone? That sounds like impossible to do. You would think that the bone would snap at that thinness. Interesting. Fascinating. Fishing. Humans developed tools to hunt fish and other sea creatures for food. From the oceans, the first life evolved, and it has produced in such abundance. Let's eat it. Okay. Let's eat it. All right. Don't even think twice about it. Let's just eat it. Well. What else can I even get? Easily. Without expending all of my currency. These are all kind of pricey. Oh, sorry about that. Trying to figure out where to go with this. Can I get to 125? And what does it do? Nothing. Okay. Oh, what's the next point then? 200 or? Because 150 down here didn't do anything. So how far do I need to go? We got the flatworm to 100. Ooh, 3-layer skin. Oof, I'm barely gonna have enough for that. Well, goodbye currency. Unlike sponges and jellyfish, flatworms possess a layer of organized cells in between their outer membrane and the inner lining of their digestive space. That's what 3-layer skin. Okay, that's weird. That was not what I was expecting out of that. But okay. Who am I to judge? Alright. So. I want more humans.
你好. Hello.
What?
你好.
I had no idea that they spoke. That was weird. To be clear, I had no idea that the human option spoke in game. I understand that humans speak. I am speaking. All right. Let's not get carried away. I don't have a ton to work with. I feel like spear and axe are the correct next, but that takes all of my monies, all of my ideas. Whereas these would take half my ideas. Yeah, let's do that. Plow. Agriculture is backbreaking work, but our ingenuity will always find ways to advance. This ox-drawn tool prepares the soil for planting crops, reducing the amount of work farmers need to do by hand. Yes. Horse domestication. Beasts of burden or steeds of war. Domesticated horses are put to work plowing, hauling, and transporting. Poor guys. They're not really meant to be doing all that. Fertilizer. Our crops need nutrition to thrive, and fertilized soil ensures higher yields. A common source of fertilizer is animal dung. Cow pies. For those that have never lived near farms, for those that have never lived in the Midwest. Cow pies. Manure. That was one of the biggest animal dungs that was used. And I think still is to this day. I'm not entirely sure though. All right. But I think this is where I'm going to stop for tonight. I need more currency, so we'll check back on this on a different day. Blech. I mean, how else do we get our fruits and veggies? Explain to me how else we get our fruits and veggies if it wasn't for the cow manure. That's also why we're kind of told to wash things, you know. Just saying. Sorry, cutting off the epic music, the crescendo. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. I definitely appreciate it. This is the most we've played or done on a free game Monday. So I need to look for a different game that I can actually play for an hour next time. So I'll keep that in mind. I do apologize, but it is nice revisiting old games that are still free. Like that game is still free and I haven't purchased anything for it either. It has some like timed events. Like there was one right now for infections and viruses and stuff. So like there's little events that circulate like that. And I think it's like 2 to 3 days that they go on for. So even without having to make purchases, sell to Singularity is always a good option in my opinion. But yeah, you're very, very pro at washing fruits and veggies. I'm very proud of you. That is a very good skill to have. That means you're not going to get sick from fruits and veggies, hopefully. Hopefully. But yeah, if anyone wants to check it out, it's on Steam. But yeah, you're literally just clicking away, tapping at your keyboard the whole time to try and like increase the production of your entropy, which is the energy molecules, and then eventually ideas, apparently. I didn't know ideas were coming, so that was a neat little thing there. Super cute. I think so. I think it's an interesting game. I like how factual it is. Pylori? Is that high pylori or H. pylori is no joke? What bacteria is that? Very. Now you're speaking gibberish to me. I have no idea what bacteria that even is. But all right, next stream is going to be Wednesday. We are going to be circling back to Pokemons. Circling back to that dreaded freaking Pokedex. dreaded Pokedex. But yeah, come join me. Watch me fail as I try to complete the Pokedex, because that's what's happening. On the plus side, I've caught some legendaries, so there is that. A disease you commonly get from not washing your fruits and veggies. So it's H. pylori. That's terrifying. But yeah, that's what's the plan for Wednesday. So we'll go there and hopefully we get a little further along. Maybe we even catch Landoris. Maybe we go on a side quest to get the other legendary dog in that game. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, thank you all for joining me tonight. I hope you all have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day, wherever you are. Remember to keep drinking water. Water is important. I will not stop repeating it. Water is important. We all need water. We need to be hydrated. But yeah, have a good rest of your evening or rest of your day. And I'll see you all on Wednesday. And thank you to our mods for joining us tonight. I definitely appreciate it. All right. See y'all later. Farewell, people of the internet. Bye.